Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking kittens. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about my little fam and the story of how we adopted our kittens. Before we get into the video, don't forget to press the thumbs up button and click that subscribe down below. It does so much to support my channel and I really appreciate it, guys. So let's get into the video. I will be sure to include lots and lots of cute kitten clips. Okay guys, so I want to start off by kind of talking a little bit about me. My name is Mickey, I'm 22, live in Ontario, Canada. I live in a 2-bedroom apartment with my boyfriend. I'm actually filming this the day after our 3-year anniversary, which is amazing. We've lived together for 2 years out of those 3. I just got my bachelor's in film and media production. I graduated. I worked for a couple months, took a few months off, and then worked a couple of odd jobs until the pandemic hit. And I am now starting my YouTube channel. So this has always been a dream of mine to start a YouTube channel. Obviously I went to film school, so this is a huge hobby of mine. I love editing, I love sound editing and all of that. So that's just a little bit about me and a little bit about my partner. He is 1 year younger than me. We met back in 2015 and we started dating in 2017. After I graduated from school, we moved to a smaller city outside of Toronto, and that's where we are now. Give this video a thumbs up if you guys want to see an apartment tour. Now onto the cats. We moved outside of the city in July. The beginning of September, I was looking for work, so I was really bored and I kept looking. I obviously got a job shortly after that, and I really wanted to get a pet. I love animals, I always have. My family has 2 dogs, a cat, rabbits, geckos, fish. We've always had a bunch of pets around. Growing up, because my dad's not a huge fan of dogs, but he loves pets, we did have a lot of cats growing up, so I've always loved cats. I'm a huge cat person. But we initially were actually going to get a snake. I did have 2 geckos. I had a gargoyle gecko named Jack and a crested gecko named Jude. They were both a few years old and they both died suddenly. They passed away in the fall, a couple weeks after each other. It was really unfortunate. I just went to check on them and they didn't move. And I've always wanted a snake, so we wanted to get a ball python. We were planning to get a ball python. And then my friend texted me and sent me a picture of a cat for adoption at her local shelter. And I was like, oh my gosh, that cat's so cute. So she sent me this picture. I was like, oh my gosh, I want a cat so badly. So I went online and I looked if there was any cats in the area for adoption, and I found this person who was giving away kittens. Her cat had a litter of kittens. Went, and by the time we got there was 2 kittens left. They were both boys. One of them was going absolutely crazy, just meow 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 meow, going like totally crazy. And I was like, okay, that's like not an attractive feature. And the other one was just sitting there quietly, just walking around, looking at me, licking its brother. And I was like, oh my goodness, that's the one. And that is my little Jimmy, who's asleep on the couch. I'm gonna go get him now just to give you guys a little introduction. Mommy's evil. Okay guys, this is Jimmy. Jimmy, look at the camera. Jimmy is a tabby. Both of his parents were tabbies. There you go, buddy, you can go now. And I'll put in some pictures and some clips from when we first got him. We brought Jimmy home, we took him to the vet, got his first shots, and I was still at home at this point. Jimmy was just so, all the time he followed me around. He just meowed and meowed and meowed and meowed and just would not leave me alone. He followed me everywhere. Jimmy just seemed so bored. And I thought to myself, maybe we should get a second kitten. Like, I know that sounds crazy, but Jimmy seems really lonely. I don't know, I think we should maybe get a second kitten. So I went back online. I found Jupiter online and I messaged the person. They were listed for my city, but the kitten, and they were actually in my hometown. And I was like, wow, perfect. So I called my sister. I said, hey, we are thinking we want to get a second kitten, and there's this kitten in town that needs a home. She's really, really beautiful. She got the kitten, picked up the kitten, drove her to us. It was about an hour drive, 45 minutes to an hour. Then we brought Jupiter home. So let me go get her. So this is Jupiter. Chippy, look at the camera. Look at the camera. And when we introduced them, Jimmy was so excited. He pounced on her right away, which was stressful for the poor girl who just had her first car ride, like 45 minutes to an hour in the car for the first time, only at 8 weeks. We had to separate them, so my boyfriend took Jimmy into one room and I took Jupiter into the living room, kind of calm her, get her acclimated to the house. And Jimmy went into a basket of dirty laundry and peed in it to get let out. After a couple of days, when Jupiter got more used to the home, more used to us, her and Jimmy, like, they were good. They were good. They played. Jimmy still sometimes plays a little bit too hard. He's a lot bigger than her. So we do have to kind of keep an eye on them. We make sure to keep their nails trimmed so they don't hurt each other. And we have, of course, a little scratching tree for them to do that themselves as well. But they are best friends. They're cuddle buddies. They love each other so much. And last thing I do want to say, guys, my sister and I do have a shared pet Instagram account. If you guys are interested in following Jupiter and Jimmy and seeing more pictures of them, as well as my sister's pets, her gecko, then go head over to Instagram and check that out. The link will be in the description below. And that is everything for today, guys. That is the story of how we got the kittens. Thank you guys so much for watching, and give this video a big thumbs up. Press subscribe and have a wonderful day.